Hello YouTube and fellow travelers, it's JT, the Permadeath Pirate, ARG, and what we're going to be doing now in this video, thank God we didn't die on the last one, getting over here, but like I said, the gaming gods were very, very nice to me, starting off in that cave and allowing me the ability to load up on sodium. Man, there was even sodium flowers around. If you've never seen a kind start to a permadeath game, check that first video out, because it was unbelievable. They actually put me right next to a freaking crash freighter too, which I never actually went over and checked out at all, because, well, why at this point? There was nothing over there I was going to be able to get or benefit from, and I probably would have got my ass handed to me, probably trying to open up those cargo containers. But anyway, so now we are in our happy ship, and picking up right where we left off on the last video. The dialogue is there. I haven't clicked through it yet, so let's go ahead and click through it. You are more than welcome to read this. I'm not going to, but it basically says, hey, guess what? Your ship is fucked and it can't get off the ground, so you're going to have to fix it. Fantastic. And then we're going to go through, I'm going to say read log, but I'm not really going to read the log, because I'm lazy like that. But anyway, I'm going to click through it, and it'll say repair ship systems, and of course you're not going to be able to, so we're going to click through it, like I said, and now it's going to tell me, okay, this is why your pulse engine is jacked up, so we're going to have to make a metal plating, and then you probably already know this, we're going to have to go get a hermetic seal, and likewise the recipe to make them, which kind of makes me mad. Shouldn't the recipe be in your ship's computer or your exosuit's computer? No. You actually have to go out there, and they're going to do this thing. We'll talk about it here in a minute, because that's the next stage that we're going to have to do. So I'm going to go ahead and click off on it. So one thing I also want to do is do a quick save, because I have not saved yet. So let me do a save. And there it's saying we need metal plating, a hermetic seal. And that's the other thing too. It's important for me to do a save, because for some reason Windows likes to crash, and sometimes the game crashes itself. I don't have to tell all of you that have played this for a while that, you know what, the game still has some bugs in it, and I don't have to tell those of you who use Windows that, well, Windows is sometimes, less than, what's the word I'm looking for, reliable in that regard, and it crashes on me every so often, especially since I'm also recording. So anyway, let's go ahead and jump out of here, and let's see what we need to do. I'm going to go over here to the, I need to not run. I go over here to the distress beacon, and let's go ahead and get this first dialogue squared away, so we don't have to deal with it when this is the same thing that's going to give us the quest for our, man, why can I not get around this stuff? The quest for the hermetic seal. But I'm going to go ahead and grab the rest of the stuff. Oops. Alright. Let's go ahead and grab that and get whatever else is in there. Dihydrogen, hooray. Sodium nitrate, we like that. Well, let's go ahead and get this damaged machinery. Now, incidentally, if you weren't aware, the raw metal you get refines into ferrite dust, which is nice to have, because it's a 1-to-2 ratio, meaning for every one rusted metal, you get 2 ferrite dust, which is pretty sweet. So, alright, so that's all done. What we need to do is, apparently, according to our little dummy instructions down here, we have to make a metal plating. I'm only jumping in here so that I'm out of the elements. So let's make the metal plating, and we'll go ahead and click on it so that this can give us the next part. We're going to click out and wait. There it goes. Now it's going to advance the storyline, saying, hey, you need to go see the thing. I'm going to request assistance here. You need to go see the thing to get the location of the hermetic seal. So see, now it pops up, and all we have to do is jump out of here, go over here, talk to the thing. Stop running, you moron. Go over here and talk to the thing and have it give us the planetary chart. There it is. Planetary chart. Let me tell you how to use that. You hit the tab key. then you go over to the planetary chart, and then you hold down the E key. If you're playing on PC, it's probably going to be different if you're on PS4 or, I don't know, whatever the hell you're playing on, Xbox maybe, or whatever. But it should tell you. So we got to go that way. It's usually, 877. That's actually better than normal. Most of the time, it's... let me go ahead and jump in here. We should be able to... Remember, I did the 50 pure ferrite earlier also. So we can go ahead and do that. We can do the dihydrogen jelly, because we have enough to do that now. So I'll go ahead and do that. The only thing left to get off this rock is that hermetic seal. Now, here's the deal with the hermetic seal. As soon as I start heading that way, the freaking devs decided to code in the, and this will happen, so far it has happened 100% of the time to me, it triggers a fucking storm. So as soon as you make it so far out, the storm's going to get triggered, and you're going to get caught in a storm, which means you either better have one hell of a lot of sodium, or you need to be able to find shelter, or you need to turn around, know it's coming, turn around, and get back in your ship, and just wait the damn thing out, which is what we're going to do. Because we ain't playing this stupid-ass game. We're playing in permadeath. Do not fuck around with a storm if you're playing in permadeath, because we're not beefed up. We are a newbie. Bob is a new tune. He is not upgraded. So he can't handle the storm worth the shit. So why even bother trying? So let's go ahead and get the launch thruster square, because we had everything to do it. And now you can see the only thing left we got to do is the hermetic seal. So I'm going to jump out, and we're going to see if we can't trigger the storm. Which way are we going? That way. And of course, it's up over this frickin' mountain. I'm going to cruise this way a little bit. And now if I get up here and I find shelter, we'll just duck into the shelter and not really worry too much about the storm. But as you can see, or as I can see, I don't see any shelter between here and there, and I'm sure that's probably by design. So I get out here a little ways. Yeah, I don't see any shelter around here. Do you? No, but you watch. The storm's going to get triggered, and I'm going to have to hightail it back. Man, I'm getting pretty far away. I'm not liking this. There. Would you look at that? There is actually shelter right there. So we're going to jump in a happy cave. And look, I can buy stuff right here. See that? That was a galactic trade terminal or whatever. I always call it the GTN because I think that was in another game. So get in here because we're actually in the storm right now. So I'm going to jump in here because there happened to be some protection or whatever. So we're going to wait it out in here. Now it said the storm was clearing. Is it actually done? It is done. So we're going to now go over that way, which means probably up this way. Might be the quickest way to go. Typically, this trip is you need one full recharge on the way there and one full recharge on the way back. Typically. I say typically. Not always the case. It just depends on the terrain. this way. Ugh. Try to do that on the fly, but it doesn't unidentify. Man, it looks like a freaking squid. I don't know. What? Are you kidding me? I'm going to go ahead and radon. That's kind of dumb. But anyway, I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to cruise through here. Normally I like to hit this stuff on the fly so that I don't have to break stride. Is that really on top of a freaking mountain? Look at where it's located. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. But this is what they do to you. You know, it's X distance away, but that doesn't take into consideration, you know, the peaks and valleys and stuff that you might have to go through. So I am going to have to end up recharging. Uh-oh. Yeah, my toxic protection is at 25%. So I'm going to have to do a recharge here momentarily. Grief. This is pretty steep. I hope I can get up the damn thing. Ah, look, there we are. But yeah, it was... I think I'll probably make it in here. I might take a little bit of damage, but... There, I took one shot of damage. But I'm in here now, and it's... This is actually what you're looking for. This is the hermetic seal. Hermetic, rather, seal. So let's go ahead and open it up and get our damn seal. And more importantly, well, not more importantly, but equally important is the recipe. So I'm going to click through this, blah, 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 blah. Recover supplies. There we go, blah, 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 blah. And there's the hermetic seal. And now, if you look, when we mouse over this and we hit, or not E, I guess I shouldn't do E, but we click on it, now we can actually make them. And look, it only takes 30 condensed carbon to do it. We could have farmed up trees and made one ourselves without having to do this bullshit with the storm. But again, that's one of the reasons that, I don't know, that you play the game. But yeah, it's kind of crap that you can't even work around that, even if you already know and you've played the game multiple times before. You already know it, but whatever. It's a fresh start. Every time you start, you got to do this. And if you play in Permadeath and you screw up sometimes, or sometimes the game just kind of bends you over, you end up having to do this over and over again. And you know what? It's not fun. You know, when you have to start over and over again. And if you're OCD like me, Viking word for Viking. So we must be in a Viking system. Fantastic. We're definitely going to get the navigation data. I love this stuff because it can be traded in for planetary charts that will maybe show you downed and abandoned ships. And sometimes you can find some, especially early on, that will make you a decent amount of money starting off. So we are now going to have to hightail it back. It says for me to use the visor. I did the visor. Analyze objects for rewards. Analyze flora, fauna, or minerals to earn units. Please don't let me die here. Going down isn't near as bad. At least it wasn't a cliff face like it was a minute ago. That would have been horrible. I mean, that's like more or less instant death. So we're just going to keep cruising this way. log terminal. I don't understand what that was all about. Let's do... What the hell is that running around on the ground? You think I can get into this this dealio here and charge up? Not before I took damage, but that's alright. That's alright. I am gonna have to recharge my life support there, so... But I'm not even sure. What did I get for that log terminal? Navigation data. I love navigation data. Like I said, it can be turned in. Dihydrogen. We're going to have to keep that. Carbon and condensed. Well, we're going to keep most of this stuff. Some of the stuff I could sell off. I thought that was a trade terminal, but apparently it wasn't. It looked like it to me, but apparently that's not what it was. What did it give me? What did I get out of that? Anything? Does anybody know what the hell those things are for? I'm going to have to go back and watch the video myself because I couldn't tell what it gave me because I was, a little preoccupied with the fact that the environment was kicking my ass. So, yeah, you didn't give me anything. It just registered. What did it register? Iteration, registration noted. I don't have any idea what the hell that was all about. So, I don't know. Like I said, if any of you have any idea what the hell that's all about and what that thing is for and what you actually get out of it, please leave a comment and tell me what the hell that was all about. I don't get it. Oh, hazardous flora over that way. Alright, let's go ahead and get the ship fucking fixed and get the hell off this rock. Because I'm not a fan of the starting areas anyway. They always suck balls. The starting system sucks balls. So what we want to do is we want to try to get our hyperdrive ready so we can open up the galaxy and start making some money. I like making a bunch of money starting off, as a rule of thumb. Before I continue on with the main storyline, I like doing that. Because it makes it so that I can just buy almost pretty much. I mean, if you make enough money, you can pretty much buy almost anything that you need and get yourself set up with neat bases and start with getting yourself all squared away regarding, like I said, looking for new areas and setting up like little outposts for like, mineral extraction and stuff like that, so that you can basically set yourself up for exploration, which is ideal for me. And, having, going through the process of getting your freighter and all that other kind of stuff straightened out. I say straightened out. I still have yet to figure out what the hell to do with all that fucking space on your freighter. And I haven't yet played the whole fleet thing, which I understand is supposed to be pretty damn neat. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and fix this sucker. Let's go ahead and fix this sucker and get to the point where we can get the hell off the rock. That was the last thing we need to do is click on that. Now it's repaired. It says it's repaired. All systems functional. Seek answers among the stars. Use W to take off. I'm going to do a quick save because, again, I don't trust Windows and I don't trust No Man's Sky. So let's do the save restore point. There it is. And I'm going to jump back in the ship. And we're going to pick up from here. We hit our major milestone. And now all we got to do is take off to the stars and wait for the next little message to come in and tell us where we're going to go. In the next video, we'll be unlocking our base computer so we can start making bases. I'm not a big fan of the first base anyway, but we'll have to do base computer. We'll have to do our terraformer, or what's it called in this game? terrain manipulator. We'll put that on our gun like immediately, because that is going to be our lifeline in many, many different ways. And then we're going to progress as quickly as we can. If we can find a downed ship that we can sell so that we can buy a ship that already has a hyperdrive, that's a way around it. So you don't actually have to buy or go through the bullshit of getting all the materials to create the hyperdrive. You can literally buy one if you can find a down ship that you can sell, and then turn around and like buy a shuttle that already has it. We're going to try that method. There may be a way for us to do that, but we have to unlock the space station first. So we do actually have to work our way through the base. Your starter base quest line in order for them to unlock the goddamn space station. Anyway, we'll stop the video here, and then we'll pick it up, and we'll go get our base shit squared away, and we'll continue on. Thanks a lot. Make sure you like, subscribe, and smash that notification bell. And like I said, thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one. Thanks. Bye.